Hi, this is Mike Brown, and today is April 4th, 2024. Hope you're all having a good time, and I'm going to be sending this video out on Friday the 5th, so I hope you all have a good weekend. Today's topic is going to be New York Remote Online Notary, or RON, license, advantages to having this upgraded capability, and the details about it. For those of you that have traditional license already and are sitting on the fence whether you want to upgrade to this RON and understand it better, and also for people that have no notary license yet. We'll talk about that as well. Okay, so the traditional New York State Notary Public license is required before you can pay the state $60 to upgrade to the remote online notary RON license. So for those of you folks that don't already have a traditional notary license, you need to take a state exam. When you upgrade to a RON license to increase what you can do that we're going to discuss throughout this video, you're going to go ahead and pay a $60 fee with no more exam. Once you pass that traditional basic notary license exam, you can notarize in person, physically, face to face with the person. We like to say warm body required. So then you upgrade to the RON license, and you have then a choice of notarizing every time through the internet electronically or in person traditionally. You're not restricted to RON when you upgrade to RON. You can still do both. I get that call very often, usually 1 or 2 times a week. People want to know, if I get a RON license, can I still do the traditional way? Yes, it's always your choice. Okay, so this is an amazing benefit. As a traditional New York notary public, you're limited to face-to-face for only $2 per signature within the physical boundaries of New York only. In other words, you cannot leave New York State with your notary stamp and notarize physically face-to-face, and you can only charge $2 per signature. When you get a RON license, your jurisdiction is upgraded to the entire country. So yeah, when you upgrade to a New York RON license, you can notarize for the entire country for $25 per signature. That's significantly more than $2 per signature, as long as you do it from your computer located in New York State. And that's not all. You can notarize for the entire world from New York State when the document is for United States legal purposes. For example, immigration, job applications, translation services for U.S. paperwork, international, financial, business contracts, courts, insurance, etc. Anything that's related to New York State. I had one of our members of the Notary Association call yesterday, and they happen to be doing translation for people from Africa, and they're upgrading to RON so they can reach out to the people coming in here illegally from Africa, getting their paperwork done, and for businesses back in Africa for the people that live here in the U.S., all through remote online notary. As long as it's from New York State, you can reach out all over the world. So now you're fishing in the big ocean instead of a small New York pond. So for those of you that are thinking about going into business, this really broadens your prospects. And for those of you that work in large corporations or government agencies throughout New York State, this allows you to reach out and service your clients globally as well as nationally, and not just be restricted to New York State. Makes things happen a lot faster and smoother for your organization as well as your clients. Okay, so this is a little known secret, but this is the best resume secret sauce. So how do you craft a winning resume? As, for example, a college student who's getting ready to graduate. I have 2 kids in college right now, and we're already thinking about internships for them. It's really important that you have internship and prior job experience if you're going to send a resume out with a brand new college degree, but nothing on it to show, credibility in the real world. But if you get a notary license, or you gift this to one of your college student children, or your friends or family, or anybody who's a job seeker, all right, this beefs up a resume. It's amazing. I did that when I got out of the military. I finished graduate school, and I had a lot of experience jumping out of helicopters and no experience in the real world with an MBA. And I put a notary license on there, and I got hired really fast and called in for a job really fast. Every office needs this. So get the New York Notary Public License, upgrade to RON, And then you're equally more impressive, being able to notarize globally throughout the United States and New York State. Okay, so you get the RON license. It increases respect from one, your employer. So if you're already employed and you're watching this and you're the notary in the office, you can really impress them by getting your broadened jurisdiction to the whole world and not be restricted to New York State and take care of people. Your coworkers will be impressed. A lot of them have families and friends throughout the world, and they'd be interested in that you have that ability. And of course, your friends and family, and to the society in general, and your clients. So a lot of people put up a website and decide to go in to remote online notary services. You build a website, you get some internet real estate, and all of a sudden you've got an extra gig. You've got something going on there besides your main occupation, because you can control the hours. You can build a website with appointment setting and only leave appointments open for your free time if that's something that you're interested in. And I'll be launching a course and offering a service to build websites for people that want to go into these business, where we do the website construction and we do the SEO, search engine optimization, to get you ranking on the first page of Google. And those will be competitive spots, so that's going to be launching next week. So keep your eyes on these video newsletters. Join the Notary Association if you haven't already. I'll be showing you how to do that on the last page. It's free. We have 25,000 member notaries in New York State, and that's how we're going to announce that if you want to get into an additional career occupation, being self-employed. Okay, so what happens when you get a remote online notary license or even a basic notary license? You open yourself up for promotions. Think about it. When you're the notary in the office, you get more visibility with the upper management. They need everything notarized, especially the higher up you go in the echelon. And when you have visibility, you have promotion and success. And you help the customers for the business or the government agency. And that's a business opportunity, whether you're in private business, corporate business, or public service. So you're a service, and then you're a more valued teamwork member with your coworkers and your employers. So there's nothing bad, only good, about upgrading your traditional notary license to a remote online notary license. And of course, we have the remote online notary license training and software links that you can go ahead and get started. So for any of this, you go to our website, www.howtobecomeanotaryinny.com. You can always call me, Mike, at 347-427-9091, extension 1. I get back to everybody usually the same day, unless that call comes in late at night, and then we get to them in the morning. And the main highlights here is, if you don't have a traditional notary license, you need that first to take that exam. We have the New York online classes. So that's an online class that you have 8 months to do 5 hours of training. Some people do it in one day and take the state exam the next day. They give you 1 hour in the state exam. Our people report finishing it in 15 or 20 minutes. We hear that several times every week. We have that in our written testimonials link on our menu on the website. Click on that and read the testimonials. We've got hundreds of them, too many to publish. Notary supplies for you existing folks in the Notary Association. We appreciate your business. It keeps us able to provide these free newsletters. And then we have New York Notary exam schedules, which they publish for 3 months at a time. Right now, we're down to April, which is the 3rd month in the last schedule. So at the end of April, we'll be publishing, after April, the next 3 months. And there's always at least 2 New York Notary exams in your area, unless you're remote. And then we have, for those of you who are just wondering if you want to become a notary and you're trying to self-study, you can take our sample New York Notary practice exam in there with the answers. It's a very good practice exam, very representative of the state exam. Of course, it's not enough to represent everything on the state exam, but it shows you what kind of questions you'll get. For everybody here that's watching this on YouTube, or if you're watching this on TikTok or any social media, Facebook. You can join the New York State Notary Association on this website, and then you're going to get this video newsletter with everything else in it, which is um, more information that's going to be useful to you. And then, of course, the topic of this newsletter, you can click on a remote online notary or RON link, and that will get you started once you've already had the traditional notary license to be introduced to the remote online notary, how to get it through the state's website, and then we have demonstrations of the software you use where you talk to people through the internet, where it identifies people and it meets the standards of New York State. You're going to have to show them a software and samples of that before you're approved. And we have all that in our RON training, where there's no exam, but we do have practice exams just for you to test yourself and make sure you understand the materials so you don't get out there and hurt yourself or somebody else and open yourself up to civil litigation. Okay, so that's it for this week. I hope I didn't take too much of your valuable time. We try to keep it short and a little entertaining. We appreciate you watching our newsletters. If you have a Gmail account, when you go to the YouTube, we would like you to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share. Help us with the algorithm so that we can get up in the search results, help support our newsletter. And we never ask for money for the newsletter. So that we appreciate your support by at least making a comment in there and liking it. And of course, the website again is www.howtobecomeanotary.ny.com. Call me, Mike, at 347-427-9091. Always hit extension 1 so you don't have to listen to that menu. Okay, we'll see you next time.